guys want to hear about the Vatican UFO cover-up?
Always.
For sure. Which one?
Which one?
Yeah.
The one.
Okay.
Just kidding. I don't know if it's the one.
Was it Jelly Roll?
So in, let's see. Yeah. 2023, during the U.S. congressional hearing with the whistleblower, David Grush,
Yeah.
right? Remember that?
Yep.
Just casually drops that he claims that the Vatican quietly lured the U.S. and the American forces removed a craft from the Vatican from Italy in 1944 and 1945, right after World War II.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit of digging into this.
Cool.
There's not a lot because there's not a lot of verbiage or proof or paperwork on this stuff. But apparently in 1933, it's called the Magenta Crash. 1933, there was this crash in Magenta, and Mussolini apparently had this group that was studying UFOs called the RS-33 Cabinet or Gabinetto.
33.
Yeah.
33. I didn't even think about that. We're
RS.
going to talk more about
Rosicrucians. 33.
Masons.
yeah.
Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott 33? No, we are actually going to talk more about 33 here later.
Okay.
But yeah, they're the Special Research 33, led by Macroni, who was a radio pioneer. But apparently he was super into the study of UFOs and UFOlogy and all that stuff. But in 1933, this craft, apparently huge, crashed in Magenta, Italy. And it was basically who's going to get to it first. But then I found out the Vatican heard about it first, the crash, because the Vatican has an intelligence service.
Wait.
What?
Their own?
Their own intelligence service.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. They're their own city and stuff, and they're huge. So
Well, they're just based in Rome, right?
yeah.
Magenta, it's not Rome, Italy. It's like the Vatican's,
Yeah.
like their influence is
Yeah.
whatever.
How sophisticated is this intelligence unit?
Apparently pretty sophisticated because the rumor is that the RSS or the RS-33 group with Mussolini, because Mussolini was allied with Adolf Hitler and the Nazis. It was basically a race to who was going to get it first, the United States or the Nazi Party.
Yeah.
But apparently the Vatican met with the CIA, and as soon as the war ended, the CIA came over and took this craft back to the United States.
After the Vatican had it?
After the Vatican had it.
Was storing it during the war so that the Germans couldn't get it, right?
Yeah, that's the story.
Weird.
It's super weird. But then after that, you have Roswell.
Yeah.
Like very shortly after we got
For
this
sure.
craft from the Vatican.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have Project Paperclip
Yeah.
or Operation Paperclip. What is it?
Yeah.
I think it's Project Paperclip.
I like the alliteration.
Operation.
Yeah.
Onomatopoeia.
That's where all the Nazi scientists came over, and that's where everything started getting weird.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was crazy that in 1933 there was a UFO that crashed in Italy, in the Vatican, in the fascist party of Mussolini were basically who's going to get it first. And
Fighters,
apparently the
keepers.
Vatican, if the Vatican didn't get it first, they knew exactly where it was because of their Vatican intelligence service.
Dude, yeah. Like,
So they were
what?
going to get it
Excellent
no
about-
matter what.
Yeah. But they did not want the Allied Nazi party to get it first. And so they reached out to the CIA who came over and got it.
Blows my
Wow.
mind that they're all, at that time, everyone was looking into this stuff.
Yeah.
And we act like it's just some type of myth.
Which, there's documentation on this stuff because of Grush talked about it in the congressional hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just drops. He's like, yeah, we've known about UFOs for a long time. 1933, how the Vatican hid the UFO. And you're like, what?
Is he the only source for this stuff currently? Who whistled like this particular story, or is there? I may
This
have
story's
spaced out.
everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been talked about for a long time, but apparently he's like, yeah, the U.S., whatever he's seen, there's better documentation regarding this story.
So it was a rumor, and then he got eyes on something, and
Apparently.
then kind of whistle blew it.
yeah,
I got you.
that's the story.
Yeah. And there are accounts of like other things in the sky. It didn't just happen around that time that the bomb was created, right? It's just maybe the frequency picked up, or maybe the recording of amounts of times was picked up at that point?
Say that again.
You know the theory about how it's like aliens coming to warn us about our own destruction because of the atomic bomb. There's other cases in the history of the world of seeing things flying in the sky.
Yeah.
Yes.
But maybe the amount of times since then has picked up or something like that.
I would say
or just
so,
our
yeah.
ability to record it.
Well, what'd you say the guy was like a radio guy?
Yeah, he was a
Because that's interesting. If like
radio pioneer.
so
says.
he's listening to frequencies, and he would pick up if he's trying to, even if it's just like to broadcast something to another room. If you're like sending and listening, and then out of nowhere you get some weird anything, you're going for the sake of your research and your, even if it's just a hobby, you're like, I'm gonna note that. And so if there was something to happen, he'd recognize a pattern pretty quick.
Yeah. Weird stuff.
He'd be the guy to find it's what I'm saying.
Why is this the center of the Catholic Church, not just a church? Why are they dealing with all this hubbubaloo? All this UFO junk? Why do they care so much?
Well,
What are they hiding?
Ninjas are butterflies.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly.
The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations.
I said empty your mind.
You were